Welcome to the Movie Spreadsheet, where I, cat dad, dog dad, human dad, reviews, rates, and ranks movies based off 4 simple criteria. Here they are. They're spinning. I don't know how I'm doing this. I do, actually, because I am an editing god. Not really. Well, what movie am I going to watch today? You already know. You clicked on the thumbnail. I'm watching Red 1. Why did I choose Red 1 for movie number 324? Well, first of all, the budget is $250 million. 2, there is a good amount of drama behind this movie surrounding The Rock. And also, I think The Rock got paid $50 million for this movie, which is crazy because it's also streaming on Amazon Prime right now for free and is also in the theater. And it's a Christmas movie like Die Hard. Yeah, Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Die Hard's a Christmas movie light. This movie is full-blown Christmas movie. I think you'll enjoy it. I don't know why I'm spoiling the review. I don't even know if you'll enjoy it. Here we go. Check this out. Something clever. Let's go. I know I just had that sweet graphic that was like, entertainment, 50%. But before I tell you the entertainment score, I just want to talk to you about the list and how, honestly, I don't care where movies rank on the movie spreadsheet. I don't care what it says about me. And I do not care if a really bad movie perceived by most people ranks really highly on my list. And I also don't care if a movie that is widely regarded as being amazing ranks really low on my list. So, with that being said, entertainment for this movie was a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, it's a action movie set in the North Pole about rescuing essentially Santa Claus. Like, what do you expect going into it? I was entertained, quite frankly. I thought that they did a decent job. Now, I don't think they did a great job for a $250 million budget. And I especially don't think they did a great job with the casting in regards to one actor being a fifth of the total movie. I thought The Rock, honestly, and I love The Rock, was the weakest part of this movie. And he's also the one with the most drama surrounding him in regards to this movie. $50 million. And he kind of seemed out of place. And what I really wanted was The Rock to be the way he was in the first Jumanji movie, not the second Jumanji movie, because that movie was awful. And in this movie, he's far too serious, and I don't think it fits. Now, it doesn't quite go as bad as I will say like Chris Evans' accent in this movie, which is just atrocious. But I thought Chris Evans and The Rock and their scenes together, something just didn't seem right. And what I mean by that is like, zoom in on Chris Evans' face, he gives his line, blah, 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 blah. Zoom in on The Rock's face, he says something serious with a smoldering face. And it's like, goes back to Chris Evans, and the pacing doesn't really make sense. It's like they weren't in the same room at the same time when they shot this movie. Although I'm sure they were. It just doesn't come across as being like something fluid. And that's really what's holding the entertainment score back for me, is I felt like the acting was so disconnected. Now, let me tell you, Krampus, oh my God, amazing. Love Krampus. Giant polar bear creature thing, give me more him. Where is he the entire movie? He's in like 3 scenes and he's the coolest character. That's like not putting Groot in enough scenes in the Guardians of the Galaxy. You just don't do that. Give the people what they want. Give me more of the polar bear. But honestly, entertainment, 6.5 out of 10. Achievement of goal. 8 out of 10. Okay, here we go. So we have an entertainment score of 6.5. We have an achievement of goal of 8. That means unless something terrible goes wrong with ending or length, we're going to have our first movie in a while that is north of that average, which is a 6.025 right now, which makes me so happy. I love movies. I want people to like movies. I want to give movies good scores. It hurts my feelings to give movies bad. Actually, no, it doesn't. I really don't have feelings. I'll give movies bad scores, no problem. Just like I'll give negative Yelp reviews. Yep, I said it. Yeah, well, and one time I gave it a negative Yelp review about this breakfast place in Aspen that was charging like $25 for oatmeal, and it was like a to-go place, and it was literally some Quaker Oats cut. Anyways, I had another person get after my review on Yelp and be like, you don't know what your review is doing to small businesses. And I'm like, okay. We're in Aspen charging $30 for a cup of oatmeal. I can buy it at the grocery store for $1. We're good. Anyways, I digress. Here we go. Achievement of goal. You've advertised a movie with The Rock. You've advertised a movie that's about an action comedy. You've advertised a movie that is going to be about saving Santa. Okay. So long as you do all those things, achievement of goal, check. And it does all those things. Achievement of goal, check. It's good. It gets an 8. It's not 9 or 10 special. Achievement of goal, 8. Great job. I went in wanting this. It's exactly what I got. Perfectly happy. Adam Sandler movie-esque in terms of setting me up, setting my expectations to a manageable level, and then surpassing those expectations or just meeting those expectations. So, one more time, achievement of goal, 8 out of 10. Ending, 6 out of 10. And here's why. I kind of feel like they got about an hour and a half into this movie, hour and 35 minutes into this movie, and somebody was like, "Oh fuck, we better end this. We gotta wrap this thing up." And even though the plot kind of meanders all around, and it has some of those signature scenes that we've seen, like like this snowman on the beach and crap like that, I do think the ending kind of wrapped up pretty quickly, and that final like climactic fight was like, it was okay, but the end of the climactic fight, not even sure I'm saying that right, was really good. Yeah, I really like that. So ending, 6 out of 10, solid. Let me just say one thing. I want to say it again. Give me more polar bear. Give me more Krampus. Also, Krampus in this movie might be my ideal body. I might be looking at like, who was Krampus? What was his workout? That's who I want to be like. Ending, 6 out of 10. Length, 6 out of 10. And here's why. It's about 10 to 15 minutes too long. Obviously, I have to say that. I'm getting paid, but I can't say who I'm getting paid by. Obviously, it's a little bit too long. But the bigger issue is with the pacing. I think there's too much time in that first act, and there's not enough time in the third act. The third act is the best part, and I want simply like more of it. And I've told you, again, give me more Krampus, give me more polar bear, give me a little bit less of The Rock being, and $50 million for that? That's crazy. Anyways, length, 6. Overall score reveal time. Now, before I reveal the score, millions of people waiting for, obviously, let me quickly tell you a little bit something about this movie. Let me give you a little life lesson here, okay? As a seasoned veteran of Match.com, you gotta set the expectation at an appropriate level, right? It's like when people set their profile picture to something that like doesn't look like them, or it's like 10 years younger than what they look like now and drastically different. It's like, wait a second, you're setting the expectation at an unrealistic level that you can't meet, and the first impression is going to be letdown. And this movie does a great job, I feel like, at setting the correct level. Like, the trailer made me not want to watch this movie. I think I watched 15 seconds of the trailer and I was like, nope, not going to watch it. It looks bad. So then, when we compute all the scores and get entered on this amazing movie spreadsheet, we end up with a final score of 6.550. Don't know why I added the extra 0. 6.5500 out of 10. Making it movie number 154 out of 324 on the movie spreadsheet. Amazing. Like, this is a movie worth watching. Now, I don't think I would watch this movie with kids, but I think if you're not a kid, having this movie on in the background, it'll it'll draw your interest. I feel like this is one of those movies where you put on in the background, right? And then you're kind of like, you're taking your notes, or you're bebopping on your computer, or whatever people that work from home, magical life do. Like suffer in a classroom, have to going to the bathroom for hours at a time. Anyways, totally doesn't happen to me. This is the type of movie that you're gonna put on, and you're gonna be doing stuff, and then it's gonna catch your attention, and then you're gonna catch more. And before you know it, you're just going to be watching the movie. And I love that about this movie. So this movie does an awesome job at setting that expectation at the appropriate level. And then, again, like I said earlier, meeting that expectation. So who's this for? Well, I mean, fanboys of The Rock, fanboys of Chris Evans, fanboys of, I don't know. I don't have anything else clever to say there. But I will say, this movie is worth watching. It's worth putting on. You don't need to go to the theater and see it. Watch it on Amazon Prime right now for free. It's amazing that you can get it for free. Not the movie. Movie's good, not amazing. And that's the end of my review. So I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching another glorious episode of the Movie Spreadsheet. And in case I don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.